back to our channel. First off, I want to say that I have Rowan sitting literally right in front of me. You guys can't see him, but he's on like a little lounger on the couch just because he's wide awake. We just ate and I need to film some videos to get out to you guys while I'm away in Hawaii. So he's just gonna have to sit, he's gonna have to chill, but I want you guys to know just in case he starts making any noises or I have to stop and play with his rattle with him. So today I'm going to go ahead and give you guys his 4-month update. I am, in all fairness, filming this about like a week. Yes, I am. I'm filming this about a week in advance just because we're gonna be in Hawaii and we're leaving on the 10th. He turns 4 months on the 12th. And I know that in between there, I'm not gonna have any time to film this video. So I am filming it a little bit early, but I feel like it's been a majority of the whole 4th month, so I can give you guys a pretty good idea of how it's all been going and what's going on with Rowan. So if you guys haven't seen one of Rowan's updates yet, then you guys wouldn't know that we tried to split it up into 3 categories. The first one being his growth and development, the next one being sort of how he's eating and how he's sleeping, and then after that, things he likes, things he really dislikes. So starting with growth and development, he is now just about 16 pounds. He's in size 3 to 6 month, some 3 month, like 0 to 3 month clothing does still fit him, but for the most part, I would say like 3 to 6 months for clothing. He's also in size 3 diapers, and a really big development we've had recently is teething. He is teething like crazy. Like, I'm telling you that within the next week, his first tooth is probably going to break through. He has been teething insane. It definitely started back around 3 months. I don't remember if I mentioned it in my video of his 3-month update, but he's definitely been teething. He's been gnawing on his lower lip. We have to give him like teethers. He's been drooling like crazy, and you can see like the first front 4 teeth definitely starting to come through, and he's so bothered by it. It is not okay. He was doing fine and wasn't super bothered by it for the first few weeks of this month. This past week, he's definitely been a lot more bothered by it. You can totally tell that he's not having it. He's just been a lot more fussy, constantly wanting to chew on things, constantly chewing on his hands, and sometimes it gets to the point where nothing's really helping. He's also not really holding things yet. He'll start to hold things, but then he'll let go. So it's kind of hard to sit there with a teether in his mouth if he's not holding it himself. We have given him like a natural form of Orajel, because I know Orajel apparently has like chemicals in it. I don't know. We've given him like a natural form of that, and it helps a little bit. He doesn't seem to really be a huge fan of it, and it tells us to reapply it every 15 minutes. So that hasn't been going too great just because every 15 minutes kind of really often. So he's been really fussy and really hard to try to get down to sleep. Because it's getting worse, we do think that he's starting to actually have a tooth breakthrough, so hopefully it'll subside soon. Hopefully he's not going to be miserable on the flight we have coming up, because it is a 12-hour flight. Along with that, he's still rolling from his tummy to his back. However, he's not rolling back to tummy yet. He is definitely starting to get interested in crawling when we lay him down on his stomach. He's definitely trying to pull his knees underneath him, and he's definitely pushing himself up a lot more with his arms, but he's having a really hard time combining the two. So what he'll end up doing is just kind of spinning himself in a circle. He'll push with one leg, but not the other leg. Another big thing that we've noticed this month is he's starting to giggle, which is awesome. He's been smiling like crazy. But he definitely started to giggle as well within the past like 2 weeks. His first giggle, he did it to my sister, and then a couple times to my Nana, and now he's doing it for me and my mom, and a little bit more often. You definitely have to pry for it and really push him, but once he does it, it is the cutest thing, and he's just the giggliest. Like, nothing is better than baby giggles. I will say that right now. So the next thing is his feeding and his sleeping. So let's start with sleeping. He's definitely a lot better with sleeping. I remember mentioning it back in my 3-month update that he was having a really hard time sleeping. He wouldn't go down for naps or be down for a really long time. It's definitely gotten better, and I think I know why. Oh, bless you. So I think the reason why is because he was actually starting to get ready to start solids. Now, I know everyone has different opinions as to when you start baby food, what foods you start, whether or not you do cereal or not. We started giving him oat cereal about, I would say maybe a week and a half ago. So right around when he's like 3.5 months. I started giving him that just because he was constantly, going down. He'd sleep for 30 minutes, wake up and be ready to eat again, and he would like take down a whole 6 to 7 ounces and then fall asleep, and then wake back up again 20 to 30 minutes just to eat again. So we kind of figured maybe he needs something a little bit more than just formula. So my mom came up with the idea, let's go ahead and introduce oat cereal. She did it with me and my sister when we were little. She said it's not gonna kill him. So we gave it a try, and it definitely helped. So we've been doing oat cereal about once to twice a day. And then within these past few days, we started to go ahead and introduce actual baby foods. So baby foods on the jar said to introduce around 4 months. He's close enough. He's definitely ready. He's got lost that like tongue reflex thing. He's holding himself up really well. And like I said, he's definitely interested in food and looking for something more than just formula. So we have introduced carrots as well as green beans and apples. I made the mistake of giving him sweet foods. Unlike the green beans aren't sweet, but the carrots and the apples and stuff like that are a little sweet. I meant to introduce a little bit more tart, I guess, kind of foods, not so sweet, before I did sweet foods, but I thought carrots weren't sweet, and my mom told me they are. So, whoops. He's been loving them, and it's definitely helping with his sleep. So now at night, he goes down around 8 p.m. Sometimes that varies depending on if we're out and about. Sometimes we'll be like at a neighbor's house or something, and so might be out a little bit later than usual. But usually around 8 o'clock, he goes to sleep, and he usually sleeps straight through the night all the way until anywhere between 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Sometimes he'll have nights, if he's up a little bit later, he'll sleep in a little bit later. But for the most part, he goes down by 8 p.m. and is up by around 8 a.m. for sure. And then he sleeps during his naps for anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours, just depending on what he ate for that feeding. Like I said, I don't give him cereal or baby food at every feeding. It's usually just once or twice a day in the mornings and in the nights. So during the day, somewhere in between, maybe if he didn't eat as much, his naps might be a little bit shorter, whereas versus his morning nap and his evening nap, they're much longer. His nap length kind of varies, but it's usually anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, sometimes even up to 3 hours, depending on what he did, if he was up for a really long time. As for his eating, he will eat from a bottle, about 6, sometimes 7 ounces. It kind of depends. He's definitely tending to split his bottle while he's awake. So he'll maybe eat about half of it right when he wakes up, and then play for a bit, and then eat the rest of it, and then play for a little bit more, and then go to sleep. Or sometimes he'll even eat like just like a third of it, and then a third of it, and then a third of it throughout his time being awake. So it kind of varies, but in total, each feeding is about 6 to 7 ounces. And now for his likes and dislikes. So he still absolutely hates car rides. I don't even know what to do about it. It's actually, I feel like, gotten not really worse, but before it was kind of like you'd get in the car, he would fuss for a while, and then he'd knock out. Now it's either he gets in the car and he knocks out right away and he's fine and just whatever, or we get in the car and he screams bloody murder the entire car ride. Yes, you do. So it's not necessarily gotten worse, but it's kind of like a quarter flip. You never know what you're gonna get, and it's kind of been really hard. We don't use a stroller too much because, again, he's still not a big fan of that. Anything that really has to do with his car seat, not really a big fan of it. He just likes to be in people's arms. He likes to see us. But that's really it for things that he dislikes. As for things that he's been loving, he still loves his rattles, especially ones now that make little like ringing sounds, like this one. Before, he just liked the ones that like rattled, but now the ones that like make little ding sounds are his favorite. He's been using his jumperoo a lot. It's not really jumperoo, whatever it is. It's like a saucer jumper thing. He's been using that a lot, and he loves that. And we've actually been going swimming a few times. Honestly, that's about it for his update. That's everything he likes, dislikes, everything kind of going on with him growth-wise and feeding-wise, sleeping-wise. Not much else to update you guys on. If you guys want to see more pictures and videos of Rowan, go over to his Instagram. That's basically exclusively just pictures of him that come out super cute all the time. And obviously we are going to be moving to Hawaii in like 4 or 5 days, so there's gonna be lots of cute beach pictures and stuff like that. I'll have it linked down below, along with the family Instagram and my Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, go ahead, leave us some video ideas down below to start filming once we get to Hawaii, and we will see you guys next time.